Hello everyone and welcome here to sliding this thing down. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator. If I go here and I do that, yes! I've got the skills, brah. Indeed, we are going to have a look here at the new Iberian DLC expansion, whatever you want to call it. And I've done some preparation because quite frankly I definitely need it to. It's just a bit buggy, I'll get into that in a bit, but we are right here in the outskirts of Montpellier and we're going to drive all the way down past Barcelona, Tarragona, Vandanelos, Villarreal, Portasagund, and then we're going to go past Valencia, that place, down past Ciudad Real, down to Ballien, which is right next to a set Cordoba, and just above a Grenade. So that's going to be great for us. And also my first experience of the new lighting thing they did, which looks very good. I mean, look at this. Fucking hell, look at that. Fat and gorgeous, isn't it? Anyway, here we are in the Scania. Beautiful Scania R450, I believe. We're just going to set off here. Nice and good. Away. Always be safe. Even though it's a video game. Obviously, I forget to turn to the right and see if any traffic was coming there, but it doesn't matter. It's all completely fine. So yes, it's been a very long time since I've played this on the channel. Yeah, I haven't really played it at all recently-ish, but it's bloody very good, and this is my original save. I had a look. Actually, let's have a look again, because I can explain some issues that may be related to going in and seeing my load file. Like, the earliest one is, what, 3 years old now? More than 3 years old? And I've got problems. Like, if we scroll down here, this is an issue. This is a significant issue right here, these trucks. NA, we don't touch them because the game crashes, and it's, oh, we don't want that, it's bad. It's bad. I can't click on any garages where they're in. I'm kind of just ignoring them for now because it's bad times. Bad times. But we're going to head off onto the auto route for a bit towards Toulouse. I'm not sure. Are we going? Hang on, let's just check, verify. We are. We're going to continue on the A9 towards Toulouse, and then we're just going to continue not towards Toulouse but towards Barcelona. Oh, Jesus, mate. Fucking hell, move over. I'm a big lorry, you want to give me space. Just a word of advice here, I'm big, I'm heavy, I have, as you can see in the mirrors, 2 giant slabs of marble, I think. Is it marble? Marble slabs, 23 tons on the back. So you really don't want to mess with me. I'm a bit like Texas on the road, so you don't want to mess with me. We're just going to bring it up here to the speed limit of 90 kilometers an hour as we head towards Spain. And I hope you're all doing well, you're all doing good, you're surviving the weekend. Perhaps the easiest part of the week to survive for most of us. And just as oh dear, the police is working. That's actually Police Nationale, that's not the gendarmerie, that's interesting. I guess they couldn't do that just as well as any other policeman in French, I suppose. Let's just see here, clear. Off we go. So yeah, weekend, lovely, isn't it? Great, bloody wonderful thing. Haven't really had any streams last week just because things were happening and I didn't have particularly much time to do any kind of streaming. But now it's Sunday and we have all the time in the world for this kind of stuff. So we're gonna bloody well do this, aren't we? Oh, nearly tipping over there. But I've got skills, I'm a real fake truck driver, which is the best kind of truck driver to be, if you didn't know. Just have to always mind your mirrors. The main thing I've learned from this, any lorry driver is obsessed with their mirrors. Oh, they're so beautiful, look at them. So beautiful, because things can appear all of a sudden and oh, it's bad. Oh, it's very bad. But we're going to go here and overtake this dumper as we head towards Toulouse. Oh, no, we're going to wait for the dash here. And we're going to move over like a sensible person. Don't want to have an accident. So yes, it's Sunday today. The most exciting thing that's happened this weekend was that I had my hair cut today by my mum. So, wow. And it's been snowing most of the day, which is very weird. none of it settled, but it has been snowing, and indeed, very much April weather, isn't it? Yeah, we're just going to stay to the left here and see if we're going to snip through with the telepass. Slow it down. Oh, we need to slow it down. We're not slow enough here. We need to bring it down. There we go. I reckon we made it through there, because nothing's really been pinged. So great. We'll just let the tank emerge in front. Go on, mate. Go on, son. Yes, yes. I'm giving you room. Giving you room. What are you playing at? Fucking hell. What a lunatic in the Dacia Duster. We'll just have to avoid hitting them up the backside or into the insides or whatever it is, because that was just insane. I suppose we probably need to lower our axles here, given that we are carrying 26 tons. That should put us fairly close. Oh dear, power. More power now, please. Come on. Come on, girl. You can do it. Climb the hill. We'll put on these. Did we put them on? Are they on? Let me just check here. Okay, that button doesn't seem to work now with the update. Apparently these flashy lights, oh, they're kind of flashy, but not really. So they haven't really been fully upgraded. Oh, we need to move lanes here. We're good. We're fine. I've got it under control. It's under control here. We can re-engage the cruise control and just sit back, relax, and enjoy the wonderful southern French. I mean, what is it now outside here? Is it 32 degrees? Scorching hot is the noise it would be making if I was an egg being spilled onto the road. Yeah, we are now, I think officially, we are heading into, oh, not really, we'll have just down to the next junction. Then we'll be into brand new undriven territory. And indeed, another issue with this save file, if we look, Bilbao, I've been there. Except, as you can see, I clearly haven't. I had Pro Mods installed at one point, and it really isn't happy with me. So there's a lot of weird things on this save file, so we might have to give it a go at some point with a new one. But we'll crack on here into Iberia, and it's nice. I hope. I haven't been there yet, but it looks pretty nice, and they've just continually just increased the quality bit by bit, which is incredible. I mean, I bought this when 2014. Christ alive, it was, yeah, I bought this I think just when they released Going East. They had a sale for it then. So yeah, I've been playing this for a very long time indeed, and it's come just about as long a way. There was still fictional trucks in the game back then. They still had the Valiants and the Majestics. Was there another one? Which one would that have been? It wouldn't have been MAN. It certainly wouldn't have been Scania. Did you have one for Iveco? Was that another one of those weird ones? I mean, I'm going to move over so you can merge in. Whether you like it or not behind me, that's not really my problem. You have another lane you can use. Yes, we'll go towards Barcelona, which is a dyslexic road sign telling me that we're going towards Barcelona, or maybe it's just because the French call it Barcelona. And obviously we didn't really need to move over, so we'll go out and move back to the inside lane. We'll just watch the Citroen. Oh, whoops. The wheel is a bit twitchy in this, which is a bit annoying, but ayo. I don't actually have a 1800 degree of steering input wheel, which would be very nice. And quite frankly, with the success of this and American Truck Simulator, I don't know why that isn't a thing. Because clearly there is a market for decent sim rigs. I mean, if you've seen some of the actual proper rigs that people have made for this game of actual truck interiors and such, you would be surprised that nobody has ever really done a proper big lorry turny wheelie thing, because that would just feel really great with decent force feedback and all that. Anyway, another péage, the bane of motorways in France. Constantly having to stop with these. We're coming up pretty rapidly actually, but we got it slowed down. And we've been charged money that I'm assuming for that and not for me speeding, but it doesn't really matter anyway. Ka-ching. Money isn't really an issue. I've got more than 300 trucks driving for me. I have, I believe, more than 1 billion in the bank, so I'm not really concerned about fines as such. So we just hit the cruise control and the guy merchant behind. Happy days. Now we are into the new territory, aren't we? Yes, we are. We are now approaching the border with Spain. So it'll be bienvenidos instead of bienvenue. I'm not sure. Spanish is not my strong point. It's even worse than my French, which is not great either. And hopefully it'll stay not wet, which is also to say it hopefully stays dry during our foray into Spain, because it would be nice to just have a decent look at things. And can we actually keep the speed up here? Will I need to give it a bit of welly, because I'm not sure the cruise control will... Ooh. Come on, go, you can do it. Climb it. Oh, it's struggling. I'm going to take over here. Just absolutely floor it. Come on. Climb this mountain towards the Spanish border. We can see the Spanish flag right there. Can't zoom in, but it's there. It's right there. Oh, that's the old border post from pre-Schengen. Oh, nice. That is very nice. Oh, Renault. Yeah, mate, come on, Clio. Use your brains where we are. Oh, apparently there's the 50 speed limit. Oops, hadn't seen that. Maybe I'm to blame there. But yes, we are entering Spain. I would imagine just about now. Just okay, come on, Mini, go through. Come on, we'll move over now. Christ alive, yeah. So Spain, here we are. Viva España! Just beeping our arrival and joy of being in Spain. And yeah, 32 degrees at 4 PM. Scorcher. Absolute scorcher. And it'll be a 90 kilometers an hour limit, it appears. So just get it up here to 89, which I think... Isn't that where the... Oh, it actually says limited speed 90. Usually in Scanias it was 89, which was a bit odd. Maybe did they change that with the 7 Series? Maybe they did. I genuinely don't know. I always assumed it was 89 because that's the only thing I've seen in the Scanias I've been in. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and let it climb down. Also, if we look, well, we can't see it now, but they've very correctly put in the sort of standard dashboard in here, which has lots of buttons installed that you can't actually use because it's not supported on this model. Like you can see kneeling and all of that stuff, bus doors and handicap stuff and ramp stuff is visible in there at the right time when the light falls in right, which would be correct. Technically they would also have an option to show whether or not you had your flashy lights on, your amber warning lights on. Oh dear. Take a ticket. Okay, I will. Where do we go? Where is Telepass? Where is Telepass? Telepass is here, right? Oh no, it's not there because there's a height limit on it. Oh dear, I've done a massive oopsie here. So we'll move over here. I mean, I can see a T over here, so we'll just have to fall in behind. Yes, yes. Oh god, now I have to take a ticket. Oops. So yes, buenos dias, buenos venidos, gracias. So let's just quickly confirm the road that we are on. We are on the AP7, because Spanish roads, as I know from GeoGuessr, has completely no sense structure to the way they've named the roads. It is all over the place. It is insane. I've no idea why, but there's presumably valid reason other than excessive Spanishness to it. But first rest area looks good. 10 out of 10. Bridge. Who doesn't love a rest area with a bridge? You can stand up there and go, oh, they're going under me now. I am the god of traffic. Which you technically are. As a Peugeot 208 goes past. Lovely. Cruise control on. Sit back. Relax and enjoy the still very hot Spanish countryside. I need to... Yep. You subscribed to since 2009 or something. You haven't, because I started in 2010. But yes, you're not far off with that. Yes, it's been a very long time. It's amazing, isn't it, that we've all been able to stay alive for that long. And also, yes, look at that flaming pillow. I'm channeling The 79 Sun Energy car right there. Just needs to be blue instead of black, but we can't have it all. But yeah, actually in about a month it will be the channel's 11-year anniversary. Now there's a very worrying thought indeed. That was it? I mean, I can look it up here. I think it's like something like the 16th of May or something like that, where I started the channel. I'm now using my phone whilst driving a lorry, so don't do that. It's very illegal and very dangerous, but I'm also doing it in a video game, so it's sort of okay. Oh, we're going into the heart shoulder. Don't want to do that. Let's just see here. I'm in. Yeah, 16th of May 2020. Yeah, a lot of people said that they were kids when they started watching my channel, which is worrying considering the content I was putting out back then, because it certainly wasn't really kid friendly if you look at it. But it was the Wild West of the internet back then. And that, I would imagine, would change with the coming generations, certainly as our generation starts to have kids and they become of an age where they start to use the internet, because we know what goes on the internet, and so we can actually police that a bit better. So maybe your children, if you decide to have them, won't be watching people that they shouldn't be watching when they're too young. And another toll booth coming up. What are they called in Spanish? Because I know they're peages in French. Ooh, and now we've not got to position ourselves correctly, because we don't want to go into those with the yellow bar over, but we will go in right here behind the caravan. I am a caravan, me too. I've got a trailer, certainly. Stay up. Good. Ow! I've hit a nothing. I've definitely hit a nothing right there. Police videos, yeah, it was certainly a very different time to watching the videos and making it. It's so weird to think back on, like way back when, how far things have developed. Did we take some damage? But oh, I pressed a menu. Which button's that? I pressed a menu that I definitely. Oh, can I adjust lights? Oh, you were making me all excited here, games. I wasn't aware that was a feature. Oh, yeah, we took some damage right there, but the car goes fine. So it's all looking good. But yeah, quite a few people have said that they watched that back when they were kids, and they're still hanging around, which is good. But also slightly worrying that, you know, we've managed to sort of do this for as long as we have, like. Everything has changed, and yet I'm still a massive idiot on the internet. So, at the very least, no matter how chaotic the world is, some things stay the same. And we're now reaching the good speed of 89. Boom, there we go. We were never able to play it. Yeah, it's weird, like looking back on the way I started out with this channel, like first just doing videos that were basically just gameplay videos, and then actually talking on top was insane. Like that was when things really started to get somewhere, at least for me. Wow, that's some art over there. Lovely. Anyway, yeah. It was weird. Like, I remember the first videos was just playing the game, basically. And then I started talking on top, which was very weird. I had a camcorder back then that I put on the table in front of me as a microphone, because you had to do them ghetto solutions every now and then when you do these things. It was a fun time. Fun time to do that. Not HD as well, remember that? Back then we weren't doing videos in high definition. That was standard definition videos. YouTube supported high definition back then, but I couldn't do videos in high definition. It just wasn't possible, because I had an absolute shitbox of a computer back then. Yeah, the good old days of being 2021. Insane to think back on that for me. You were probably much younger than me back then. Like, I started the channel when I was... Yeah, it would have been in May, so I would have been 19 back then. I mean, I'm going to move over here, and I make clear indications, and you're just a dickhead. Suck a fat one, wanker. Yeah, 480p, yeah. I mean, in fairness, I'm old enough to remember when YouTube introduced the 480p option, when that was the high-quality mode that you couldn't enable on some videos. So... yeah. Like before that, YouTube was just YouTube. You just had a video format. You didn't have any quality settings. You even had star ratings, which they got rid of, I remember. Oh, those were the days. Those were the days when YouTube was very weird. If you had a shitbox, imagine what I had. Yeah, I know. I mean, like, genuinely... my PC was super shit. I think I had an Intel Pentium D at the time, or maybe I had a dual core. I'm not sure what I had back then, but it was definitely really shit. Like really, really shit. Like only just barely being able to pull or being able to run GTA 4 at the lowest graphic settings. It was so shit, and it sounded a bit like having a helicopter turning over next to you when you were playing games on it. It was so loud. And rendering videos, Jesus, it took an age. Like, it's insane how long it took to render a video back then. In 480p, I'll have you know. Just slow it down here so we don't damage anything. Thank you. Gracias. Wow, what? Did you see the Fabia? Did you see the Fabia? What was that doing in my mirror? I'm going to have to peek over onto the stream here and see if I can see that again. Just see, is that actually visible on... Did it do something weird? I mean, I'm looking at a tiny preview. Yeah, it kind of went whoop. Whoop. And then boom. Back into place. But yeah, it was weird. GTA 4, it was such a fun thing back then to play LCPDFR. Like the names, I still remember. Is this Euro Truck Simulator? Yes, it is. It is Euro Truck Simulator 2. The one they just released the Iberia expansion for. I mean, if you look at the map now, it's humongous. Look at this. Look at all of this. All of this is now in the game. It's huge. Like there was a time where it sort of ended. I think they had Verona, and this was sort of like the bottom part, and then they just dipped in slightly here into France, and then yeah, it's huge now. Huge. It's great. 10 out of 10 IGN for Euro Truck Simulator 2. Which came out in 2012. Like again, this game is just 2 years younger than my channel. Isn't that amazing? Oh no, we were in... yeah, good. Sometimes if you tab out of the game when you play, it jumps out of gear and you have to re-engage. Which is what I thought happened there, but no, we're looking good. We are looking good. But yeah, the names in LCPDFR back before they introduced randomly generated or just a massive database. Like remember, does it actually take to travel? No, it's not. I believe it's 1/30th scale. I believe. Yeah, I think this is 1/30th, as is American Truck Simulator. But American Truck Simulator was 1/260 when it came out, I believe, but they did a rescale some years ago now. So yeah, it's 1/30. I mean, it's gonna take us... let's keep in mind, we've been going from here to here, and that's taken 26 or so minutes, 25 minutes just to drive that bit. So, like, just imagine if you're going from... okay, we've not called it... hang on. Oh, Christ alive, that just came up and all of a sudden I couldn't talk, sorry. Yeah, but down here from Gibraltar, if you want to drive from there all the way up to St. Petersburg, it's going to take a long old time. We're looking at many, many hours. Many, many hours. I think there might be some mods for this that are trying to do a one-to-one recreation of certain areas. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how well that would work out, because clearly they've had to do some physics dancing around in order to make it work here. Which is, yeah, it's just, it's huge. It's huge. This game now, like, it's insane. But yeah, as I've been saying a couple of times, the names from GTA 4 from LCPDFR, like Rickshaw, oh dear, what are you doing? Philippe Bouquet, Philip a Bucket. Oh god, was it Robin Banks? And who else was it from back then? It's weird, do you remember these things? Oh, there was another one, I think, but it's escaping my mind. Jesus, it's annoying. But yeah, there was back then. Those names, that were great. They were the only ones you ever pulled over. You just had 4 or 5 people that you constantly pulled over and you checked, and that was it. Ooh, we gotta aim right, otherwise we lose the top of the lorry. Don't want to do that. I've not hit nothing, so I'm happy now. We've made it through. No dramas whatsoever. And going on top of the channel and all of that, just look at where LSPDFR now has gone to. It's incredible the development we've seen for that mod. It's been a very long time since I've played it, mind, but it's very good. Like, the only annoying thing for me, and the reason why I pretty much stopped playing it, was the sheer amount of time you had to spend getting it to work, because they kept updating the game, the base game. Rockstar just don't want you to mod it, so they just release updates every now and then. So what do you do in life? Working? I mean, it can be argued what I do in life, but yeah, I have a job, a normal job on weekdays. So I kind of have to feed all of this channel stuff in. Like, back when I started the channel, I was getting education stuff done in college and stuff like that, which, you know, isn't really having a life. You can kind of just do whatever you want. Anyway, that's what I did. And then, you know, you got a job and then things get quite difficult to get to work. In fairness, just happy to have a job still, given everything that's happening in the world, you know. Like, there's a lot of people who are far worse off than I am, so I can't complain. Like, I worked out in the last 12 months, I've worked less than 6 due to the fact that we've had a sort of, like, you've been sent home from work but on full pay kind of scheme. It's been great, you know. For like 6 months I've just been paid a full living wage to sleep late, to sleep in the mornings and play video games all day. It's fucking great. Like, I'm not going to complain, you know. Like, work, yeah, it's nice to have something to get up to, but also, like, I can't complain about getting a normal paycheck just for playing video games all week. That's I mean, if you told me when I was 12 that about 18 years time I would be getting paid to play video. Oh dear, somebody's had an accident and it's bad. The police is in attendance. Oh dear. Oh dear, the Denny Sabre Fire Brigade has turned up. Christ. You're studying? Yeah, that can't be easy. That gotta be tough in these times. I really feel for those that have to go through education right now, because it's so not easy from what I hear. Like, they're really the ones perhaps suffering the most during all of this, because, like, not just in terms of having to work, you know, or having to, you know, go to school, but you have, you know, all your social life and all of that is basically put 100% on hold at that point in time. No, not yet. There is some kind of talk about this being a online game at some point. Like, they've definitely been teasing it significantly by now, I believe. But it's, as of yet, there is a online multiplayer mod for it, but there's no AI traffic or anything. And quite frankly, it looks like an absolute shit show. Are you from the Netherlands? Yeah! Yeah, it definitely seems like continental Europe, other than France. And obviously, Italy has been sort of fortunate in the way it's been going on here. Because, you know, the government actually did something. Are you still in lockdown down there? Wow. I mean, that's good. They brought us out of lockdown at the... sort of out of lockdown at the start of March. Here. And it's gone surprisingly well. Like, there hasn't been a massive spike in anything at all, which is super weird. I should play the European, or the Russian truck simulator. I played it recently, but I just wasn't able to get anything going in it. But I could, like, it's a distinct possibility that at some point I could boot that up again. It was quite interesting to play. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, we're getting towards the end with the whole virus thing, which is great. Like, I think we've all had enough of this crap right about now. You just gotta hold on for that bloody vaccine to become available to you. Are we? No, we're not going towards Villarreal here, but we are going towards Villarreal. No, we're not. We're going around. We're now down near Port d'Assagond, and then we're taking the A3, which... Christ, that's a clusterfuck. So the A3 diverts onto a completely different motorway to head north to Madrid, and then the A34, which is coming south heading north, that doesn't continue west. No, that's a completely different motorway. Christ alive, what is going on here? And then, yeah, I mean, at the very least, it makes sense that the motorways kind of radiate out, A1, A2, A3, A4. That makes sense. I'm just having some confusion as to what's going on in this area. It's just a bit of a mess, isn't it? Like, planning wasn't really happening there, it seems. Also, we need to find a rest area. Yeah, 4 months investing. Oi! We had a moment, but it's all looking okay. We've got what company is that supposed to be? I've seen. What is that called? We'll just go ahead. We made it clear. Pull in here, so it's all looking fine. When is the next rest area coming up? Can we? Oh no! I pressed the button that I wasn't meant to put because that brings up a menu. It looks like the next rest area is a bit of a distance away. I'll probably need to pay more attention to the thing that I'm driving. Seems like a kind of sensible idea there, brain. You earn like a 2 your family months when investing. Oh, were you one of those GameStop investment Wall Street bet people who got very lucky and sort of figured out how to do that thing? Because that was clever. Like, I'm just sitting here going, yeah, that was clever. That was, yeah, that's for them smart people to do. Like, to be honest, I was just happy when that big boat got stuck down in the Suez Canal, because I was like, yeah, it's a big boat. Finally, a crisis, I understand. Big boat pointing wrong way. Big boat bad. You know, like, it's not a virus. It's not something super complicated, just a big boat pointing the wrong way in it. Like, you're going into crypto. Ah, one of them things. Yeah, it's the Wild West. No, the crazy Wild West. It's kind of like gold digging. Had a break, came back in November. I don't understand it. Like, that's where I'm definitely starting to become old, because I don't understand that. I'm like, a cryptocurrency is like, you know, money. It just a thing on the computer that does things. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a decent amount of money to be made. Like, it's insane. Like, admittedly, kind of bad for the environment, just all in all, but... And also bad for people who want to buy the decent graphics cards, because apparently they're, like, impossible to buy. I remember, I think it was even 2 years ago when I was pretty much about this time of year, actually, where I was looking at buying the current graphics card that I have, where it was just a straight limit on one graphics card per customer. Due to crypto mining, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't understand this, and I'm not smart enough to ever figure out how this works, so I'm just not going to go there, because I'm going to make a mess of it. You got to know your limits. You got to go, right, this is not the way that I work. I've discovered Valencia, guys. First one ever to visit Valencia, mate. It's mine now. It's now NB town. We live here and we have, like, great parties and stuff, right? Well, we need to slow down here, actually, otherwise we're going to flip over. Actually, we need to slow down quite a bit, because there's also a bus up ahead and it might stop. It hasn't. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're very good. Is it supposed to say Madrid? Are we supposed? Guys, why are we going towards Madrid, guys? Guys, this is right, isn't it? Oh, yeah, got it, yeah, definitely. Towards Madrid, even though we are not at all going towards Madrid. Absolute logic there, game. I'm assuming this is entirely correct. It's just a case of being Spanish, and Spanish logic is... I know somebody in Spain, and from the way that I hear things, I'm kind of going, right, they are really just making it all up as they go along. So like, yeah, it's towards Madrid, yeah, you can go to Madrid this way. I mean, you can also go to, like, Porto, but we're just going to put Madrid, because, like, if you make a couple of turns, you know, you'll get to Madrid, it's fine. Makes complete sense. But yeah, it shouldn't go into trading. Yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of had to go, right, do I know what I'm doing? No, I don't, therefore I shouldn't do this. And, yeah. That goes for a lot of things in life. But you really just need to think things through before you do it. Let's just see. Oh, we got a rest area. Oh, into the hard lane. What do we have? Oh, look at that high beams on. It looks gorgeous, this, doesn't it? With the new lighting engine, it is spectacular. DirectX 11, brand new lighting engine. The new sound engine F mod. They've done a huge amount of work to this. Compared to absolutely, I mean, every other game. What game other than this that came out in 2012 is still being supported to this level? It's not going to be a lot. I mean, I think R Factor 2 might perhaps have come out around then as well, but that's under completely new management by now. Like, ISI isn't involved with that at all anymore. It's Studio 397. And they must be breathing a sigh of relief, because they're not going to have to change their name anytime soon. Police officer, yeah, it's not been great for safe driving. This is not an advertisement for safe driving. I mean, maybe it is. I'm just showing you what not to do. Oops, let's just keep in the lane. In my defense, they don't simulate any of the new fangled systems that these lorries have, you know, with their lane assist, and what's the other one? A radar cruise control thing where they automatically stop you. And if you like ever try to drive in a car with like radar cruise control in, it's the most ooh, wow, this is an actual failing ever. Because like you can just set it at 80 and then like if somebody slows down to make a turn in front of you, it'll just slow down and like keep distance and then accelerate back up when the thing has pulled away and made its turn. It's freaky, man. The future's weird. But we're pulling into Gotha. Gotha. I hardly know her. Uh-oh, we're going to flip. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to slow down. We're going to make this corner. And then we're going to pull in here and we're going to have a lovely, beautiful daylight to complete this journey in. Do we need fuel? Not yet. Where can we pull in where we have a free spot? Who's the dingbat that's pulled in nose first? What an idiot. What an absolute thing that I can't say on the internet, otherwise people get very angry. But let's just roll down here, bring it in. We've got me marble slaps on the back, which really, if you overtake me, you see that on the back and you don't pull in leaving a massive gap, I think there's something wrong with you. I'll just try and get this lined up right here so we don't hit it. I haven't played this in a long while, so it's not the best bugging up. Yeah, I've got to pull forward. Otherwise, I'm going to do a bit of a dent in his fuel tank, and that really isn't what you want to be hitting, is it? That's fine. It's within the marks of the booth. We'll roll up that. Yeah. And we're going to sleep. Good morning, everybody. Oh dear, we've run out of air. Guys, we've run out of air. I hate when I run out of air. Yeah, it's a job with a lot of adventures indeed. I think every day for like a lorry driver must be the same, yet completely different. Because like even if you're just, you know, driving around doing local deliveries and stuff, you're never really seeing the same thing in the same day. It's always different. And having, you know, had jobs where I've driven for a living, you know, I can kind of see the appeal of doing this. Like, this is just nice and relaxing on a Sunday evening. But there's definitely some appeal to doing this for a job. You know, it's not something, certainly I don't think I could do the overnight stuff where, like, do go to Spain. Just doesn't seem like my cup of tea. Like, look at that. You can't really stand up in here, can you? I mean, obviously, if you're Richard Hammond, you can. But, you know, somebody like me who is 183 probably can't stand up in here. I'd imagine my head would be knocking on the roof, which would be kind of annoying. But you would get to see a lot of cool stuff. Like, I remember back when Euro Truck Simulator came out, or shortly after, Rock Paper Shotgun did an article mentioning Ali Knight, which was, I don't know if she still does it, but she was a truck driver who did daily vlogs for a really long time, and they were super cool. Like just every day just doing a vlog of driving a lorry across America. It's so cool. Like, America's really big. Like, really big was my conclusion from her videos. Like, really unfathomably big and so pretty. Holy shit, like all the boring states that we never hear about where nothing happens unless, you know, somebody shoots a bunch of people. They're really beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Like, definitely check her out, and she's got a fuck ton of videos. But yeah, it's definitely quite an interesting job. And like, again, you basically get paid to go on a road trip. Like, people do that, you know, on their holidays and when they take vacation, right? Like, oh yeah, we're going to go on a road trip across America. Yeah, mate, that could be your job. Like, you could literally get paid to do that. That's like the best job ever, really. On paper, anyway. A brown Scania. Brown cars aren't nice, are they? Like, brown cars, nobody's ever really gone, I like me some brown car. Unless you're UPS, of course, in which case you love them, but... yeah, brown car's just a bit... oh, stay in the lane. In fairness, there is actually a semi-decent way to get around that, and I used to do it. You can actually go into your options, go into your controls. You can turn up, I believe it's the non-linearity. It just means it's kind of vague steering, vague steering, and then steers a lot as you do input. It's an option. Certainly is an option. Also, this looks fairly new, just in terms of the earth banks on the side. Or maybe it's just Spain being Spain and just really, really dry and hot, and therefore vegetation doesn't really grow. I know we're going past... that appears to be wine fields in there. Ooh, we could get a nice... I mean, what wine do people like to drink? A wine. You can get wine. Yes, wine is in there. Wine. Drink it. Apparently tastes good, from what I've heard. Anyway, how long do we have left on this journey? 2 hours, so we are very, very nearly through. We've arrived at the town that I don't think I've heard about before, and that I don't know the name of, so... oh, there's a hole. Like, it's so pretty, this game. Like, yeah, admittedly, the skybox is kind of low res, I have to say. Like, you can quite clearly see that it is just a texture. But then again, I suppose you can't really expect it to have the clouds of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, it would be nice, but that's probably not doable. And by the way, what a fucking thing that is. I don't even want to call it a game, because it's... Microsoft Flight Simulator is what it says on the box. It's a flight simulator. It is not a game. There are no gameplay elements in it whatsoever. It is just plain old boring, but the most amazing thing I've ever played. Jesus fucking Christ, it's pretty. Fuck me sideways on a Monday. I just, yeah, spectacular really. And that is one-to-one scale done by mostly AI, which is just mind-blowing really. That we can do that right now. The future is here and the future is scary. Oh yeah, I've got to get used to the fact that we're going to see completely different police cars down here. They're going to be looking very weird indeed compared to the rest of the world. But yes, coming back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, I might have to start a new save file, which would be the first time really since, I think pretty much since I got the game. I don't think there's a way to see when you created your profile, but I'm pretty sure this was the first one, or the second one. It kind of doesn't ring any bells, but I've been kind of thinking about setting up a sort of like realistic economy thing and try and do a bit of role-playing, which would be kind of fun to do. Because here, I mean, again, look at the money I have. Like 1,428,000,000. Yeah, and it just jumped by like a lot right there. Oh, we need to turn here actually. I need to pay attention now. Let's just bring it in nice and gentle. Bring it in towards Cordoba. Oh, that's nice. So they got 3, 2, and 1 level. That's nice. That's kind of clever there, Spain. Oh, Policia. Oh, and over there as well. Somebody's been naughty. Somebody's been very naughty. They've been done by the pub. Oh, helicopter! I love helicopters. See, that's the thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's very cool, but it's airplanes and they go up high, and that's kind of dull for me. Like, helicopters are so much cooler because they're low down and they kind of don't want to fly. That's the amazing thing about helicopters. You have to study a bit more, mate. Nice seeing you. Being active, I'll definitely keep watching. Great, yeah, study well, good and hard, and get... Well, not get good grades, but, you know, learn and have a good evening, and hopefully you'll see you around again. Have a good one, mate. The rest of us will continue talking about helicopters, because helicopters, they're cool. They look really cool. But they're terrifying, but cool at the same time. What is that? Ah, that's one of the Bell Rangers. We only really get Eurocopters around here. We don't really get Rangers. Shame. I like them. One of the best sort of military sort of memoir book things is Low Level Hell. That's so cool, from an 086 pilot in Vietnam. Like, there's a lot of good flight books from that era. Like, especially from Hueys as well. Like the proper old school single engine Hueys, not the modern Venoms. Spectacular stuff. Spectacular stuff. But yeah, they also released a new Renault T Evolution, which looks bloody weird, but I kind of dig it, which is weird because it's a Renault, which means it's also a Volvo, which is also quite hard to get your head around because they're both owned. Is it Geely who owns both? I think it is. And now I'm having to put some lights on in here because it's starting to go dark, even though it's been snowing all day. Oh yes, it has. Snow. Sort of April. Wow, that had a deep engine sound. But yeah, why wouldn't it snow in fucking... not August. I mean, we have had that before, but I don't remember. That was a long time ago. But they bring it up every time, like on the 1st of August here on the news. It's, yeah, like some years ago we had snow today, isn't it weird? And then everybody's like, yeah, that's weird, and then everybody just moves on. You know? Just life, innit? How do I get in there? Like, it's possible, I can see it on the minimap, I can get in there, I can get in over there as well. How do I do that? I must have missed something back there. Oh well. We might need some fuel at some point. What does the computer say? 413 kilometers. Ooh, uh-oh. Uh-oh! Jesus wept. Alright, let's get the heart rate down a bit. Right, okay, we nearly had a moment right there. I was very nearly rammed up his D. Which, up the back of his D, of course, which is even worse. Oh dear, now Renault boy's going for an undertake, but we're going to hold the outside line. Not quite the Isle of Man, but we're going to make it work. Oh, he was having to go around the big boy up ahead with a big New Holland on the back. Christ. Now I'm kind of acting like a roadblock, ain't I? Yeah, let's just move in, because there's no point being out there with the speed that we're driving at. That wasn't great, I have to say. Yeah. Ah. Just put into Via di Servizio. Where do I go? This is what's happening here. This is a whole thing that I don't know anything about. Wow, okay. Yep, I'm sure that's right. I have no idea how this layout works whatsoever. Not one bit, but we're going to pull into Gotha, get some diesel on us, and head out on our way again. What's that? Like right there, what's that? What does that do? What does that do? That's weird, I don't know. Weird thing. Okay, where do we fill up? Probably behind the Renault. Probably here. Around the big... I mean, that's blue, New Holland blue, but that looks more like a Challenger to me, right? Yeah, that's definitely more like a Challenger or like a Fen... Ah, haha! Look what I spotted! You just pull around the low loader. Just bring it in right here. My elite truck driving skills in action. Oh, there's one of the new Renault T's. You can enter a design competition to have your livery added to a real truck, which is fucking cool as shit, yo. But I don't have the skills. So if you're like a crazy good graphic artist and stuff, do that, because you can have your thing look like a real truck thing, which is cool. Definitely worth doing. So cool. Like, they revealed that in Euro Truck Simulator, I think, which is just mind-blowing. Like, we really are living in the future when a fucking lorry company decides to unveil the new lorry in a video game. Not in the real world, in a video game. Ah, we're just going over there, guys. It's just over there. We're practically there. We're gonna have to say buenos dias and all of that. Yep, we're clear. Come on, now go. Pull. There we go. Good girl. We're gonna work that engine. Oh, that was close. I know what I'm doing. Right over there. What is it called? Dom Depot. Guys, full stop. Full stop here, guys. Guys, we're meant to come to a complete stop. Like, you pull forward to this sign. You stop. You look left, nobody. Look right, nobody. Then you can move forward. You can't just go. Naughty, naughty people. The police here is out to get you guys, just so you know. But we go right in here with the only company, it seems, located here. So can we just open the gate to us? Gracias. Oh, we've got some tiling samples over there, guys. If you want to put down a new tiling outside, you can grab those. Yeah, let's try it. Let's do a tough one. Can we? We'll put on the flashers. They don't seem to be doing anything, but we'll put them on. But yeah, let's just, again, roll down that window so we can lean out. Oh, slow down. Let's go around here and have a bit of a look-see. We're dropping it off right over here, correct? Where is it? Ah, oh, piece of piss, this. Piece of piss. Just bring it in here, over by these, what appears to be cinder blocks. Let us just bring it over. I mean, I say piece of piss, haven't played this in a while, so I might not have the hang of this reversing thing. Let's just see here. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at the skills. Reversing into the easiest fucking hard job ever offered. We might actually just be... Ah, we've done it. I've done it. I'll take it. You don't need to do it good. You just need to do it right. There it is. They were happy. I'm happy. Everyone is happy. So, ka-ching, I'm a bloody legend, me. Let's see if we have any jobs available out of... We're not going to go there. We can do this. How far is Fucking hell, that's 3,500 kilometres. Fucking hell, that's a long drive, innit? We can do the tank from that place. Where is that? Ooh, that's kind of... No. Calgary, no. Oh. We can do... Nah, it's too short, innit? We can do... What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? We can do a big rock. We've just done that, though. Let's try something different. What about that? We'll give this one a bash. Wooden beans from Balian to A Coruña, which definitely seems like a sensible place to go, doesn't it? Let's go to Corona. Where are we going? Let's turn the engine on. Ah, it's right over there. Literally the same. Handbrake, thank you. Right, it's over there. That's a tricky one, but I've just nailed that one in one go. Why can't we nail this one in one go? That's what we're just nibbling about. Stop. Those cardboard boxes really should be covered. Don't leave them out. They're going to get wet, and then they're going to get all soggy. Nobody likes soggy cardboard. Let's bring it in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey. Air horn. Nailed it. Yep. Thank you for beeping at me, telling me what a legend I am. Again, just beeping, they're going, mate, you fucking nailed that reversing job, mate. Fucking well done, mate. Nope. And brake off. Okay, no flashies. Let's just have a look and see what we're going to do. We're going to go up. We're going to go around Madrid. And then we're just going to follow the A6 all the way. Piss easy, mate. No dramas. Let's roll up that window. It's 32 degrees out. We don't want to, you know, die of heat stroke. Just bring it around here. We'll just ignore the fact that I've got clearly illegal things on the dash. That's prohibiting my view out. I mean, I got those from, you know, Jobs things, World of Truck events. I'm going to put them on display, damn it. There's like the two OG events, I think, as well. It's the Vive la France event, and it's... Would that be the first Germany rebuilt thing? Because it's a Brandenburger Tor. So I reckon it might be. Oh my god, what's happening here? I don't understand at all what's going on here. Maybe I'm not supposed to anyway. This is the most confusing road network yet, I think. Like, even those diamond junctions in American Truck Simulator is far more sensible than this. In fairness, they are pretty sensible. You kind of just have to pay attention to the road markings and then you're good. Like, some people seem to, even in real life, just freak out when they encounter something they're not expecting, instead of just going, right, okay, what do we have here? Just look at what the road markings say, look at what the signs say, and then everything will be fine. I feel like I've gone the wrong way here a bit, have I? Yeah, I have. I was supposed... Okay, yeah, I've gone the wrong way, but, you know... I'm going to be very, very illegal here and say, guys, don't try this at home. Okay, but what we're going to do here is we're going to just have all of the flashy lights on as possible. We're going to jump the curbing. Oh, this isn't good. Stay in it. Power, 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 power. Yeah, see? You just got to commit to it. And when you commit, it's all fine. It's all completely fine. We only slightly broke the law. Nobody noticed other than the people that were held up by us, so it is absolutely okay. So we are speeding light, something out of this world. But we're now in a 50 zone, so it's okay. We shall rejoin the motorway as soon as possible. Clear there. Clear there. I had committed, admittedly, before we entered the junction, but it was fine. So nobody's complaining. Nobody's complaining at all. Too early to indicate, mate. Too early to indicate. And we know we're going to Russia next. How nice is that going to bloody be? We're going to go to bloody Moscow, ain't we? It's going to be cool. We can be the vodka cola cowboy. And who doesn't want to be that? Get your white DAF 95. Off we go to Moscow. Yeah, definitely. We can't ride a tractor here, guys. Sorry. Anybody currently playing Farming Simulator, you're not welcome anymore. This is just for trucks and cars. Speed limit's 50. We're currently doing 60. But we're entering a 70 zone, so it's all okay. Nobody saw anything. Certainly not La Policia. So we made it through. Now we just need to go to Madrid, then we need to find the A6, and then we just golden for the rest of the way. Let's just leave the indicator on because I turned that off a bit earlier than I technically should have right there. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the drive. Make sure we stay in the lane. Of course, we don't want to hit anybody. Really bad times. Oh, stay in the lane. Like that, really, the sort of assisting systems that's quite clearly in these trucks. You can see right there. You got the lane keep assist. I don't think they show the radar guided cruise control. But it would be nice if that was incorporated, seeing as they are technically EU mandated by now. I mean, we have got AdBlue, even though it does nothing in the game. It is still simulated. So I would certainly appreciate seeing those systems added in. I appreciate it. Might not be that simple to do. But given that they are an EU requirement. So, yep. So far, so pretty, innit? Like, pretty nice. Can't complain about this. Never been to Spain. So I can't say if it's accurate or not, but looks good, innit? You got your Renault Magnum in Spain. What more could you want? It seems to be very popular down here from what I've seen on GeoGuessr. Like, it seems everybody and the mothers have bloody Renault Magnums down here. Seems weird as it's literally the blockiest lorry to ever block anything, really. So look at those reflections in that window. That is not bad. Oh, hang on. Alright, it's there. Yeah, you can just about see the tachograph. Good. Should be there. Oh, and then we got cab flip things up there, and then stay in the lane, and then a weird button thing that I'm not quite sure what is, but it's there. And we've got some storage compartments. Yeah. Obviously, we've got our decorations, got our tissues, always important, got our strong pornography over there on the seat, as any lorry driver should, got a cooler for food, a flaming pillow, a blanket. What more do you want? What more do you want as a lorry driver? You got your strong pornography, you got your cold drinks, you got your bed. You are good to go. Probably should put the headlights on in the tunnels. There we go. Just a sensible thing to do. So technically, shouldn't that be a solid line? Because usually you're not allowed to change lanes in the tunnel. genuinely don't know that was Spain. Let's just go out here. We're going to try and go for a cheeky overtake. No, we're not, because we're not fast enough. But now he's under the brakes. Are we going to get a good run here? No. I can hear a train. I can hear a choo-choo train. Drama. That was just a Peugeot though, so no surprise there. Doing what they do best. Parked by the side of the road with the bonnet open. We just have to remember to head towards Madrid. Madrid A6 until we reach Corona. Not a place I'd necessarily opt to go right now, but I'm going to assume it's not that Corona. It's just a town called Corona. Should we move over as well? No, we've got an off-ramp coming up. We'll stay in the middle lane. Towards Madrid. Have we moved on to... Well, yes, we are heading north now. So we are now on the A4 towards Madrid. We're going to arrive in Madrid at some point and it'll all be good. How much time do we have left to drive today? 3 hours and 45. And given the fact that it's late afternoon, we'll... Okay, let's just have a quick look-see here. We can stop here. Or, well, I mean, realistically, we really wouldn't want to be going into Madrid right now. Like, it is, what? Yeah, 6:30. So you wouldn't want to be going to Madrid right now. That would pretty much... Well, is that a bit early for rush hour, Madrid? Because, like, the Spanish, like, work very late. It's very odd to somebody from Northern Europe to hear that people, oh yeah, my work day just ends, like, really late because I'm Spanish. But, like, they get, like, some time off in the middle of the day to have a nap, which is also, coincidentally, the most Spanish thing I've ever heard. Like, yeah, we just get some time off in the middle of the day so we can go home and have a nap. Whoa! Okay. Let's wait. Yep. Just move over now so people can merge nice and safe. There we go. So we go past Madrid, we'll stop for the night, have a bit of a rest, and then we shall continue in the morning. That's pretty, that. Look at the lighting over there and the detail. Yeah. They've done a pretty bleeding good job. This even went #1 on Steam on Thursday when they released this, and I quite frankly completely understand that. They are consistently producing content of a very high quality. It would, in fairness, it would be complicated if they needed to put in everything the EU requires, because there's a lot of complicated rules now from what I've heard about cabotage and just lots of confusing things, really. Ooh, bus! Ooh, bus. Wasn't aware that was going around our outside, so it caught me a bit by God. What's happening over there with that bridge? What's going on there? It's a railway. Oh! That was a problem. Everything's under control. We're fine. We definitely didn't nearly roll over right there. Definitely didn't nearly. Nope. All is good. All is fine. I reckon that will be this lorry done for real. But it's okay. Nothing happened. Yeah, mate. You and the Octavia, I bet you shat yourself there a bit. Oh, it's the M406, boo. It could have been the M404. That would have been far better. Let's just move over into the middle lane. Towards Madrid. Looking in Spain. I mean, I suppose so. Yes, sure. just not really getting the logging vibes from Spain, that's all. I don't go, yes, all those lovely pine forests down on Iberia. Yes. Yes. But look at this. This is starting to look proper stuff here. What's that? Advert signs, yeah, of course. Of course, they've also done up Germany now, I think. Completely finished the Germany rebuilding thing they started doing. So that's due to be explored as well. Is it really a company as good as SES Software that makes games? Because genuinely, I can't think of a company that produces new content for the games, keeps updating them and improving them, and gives you free content as well. Like just redeveloping Germany completely for free. Adding in new trucks as they get released and all of that. I can't think of a company that are as good to their customers as SES Software. What is that? Hang on, is that... What's that? No, that looks more like a Seat. But now we're on the Madrid ring road, so we need to continue until we reach the A6. What's that? What's that over there with them things? Is that must be like a sporting thingy, because you only tend to see those big light poles at stadiums. So yeah, there's a stadium there, the Madrid stadium right there. It's great, innit? They do them sport that they're very famous for down in Madrid. I don't know what sport that would be, but A Coruña, there we are, A Coruña. That's where we're going. We now have signs for our destination. Always a good sign. Oh dear. Yeah. Sunday, past 8 in the evening. I mean, again, for some of you, it might not be Sunday. I mean, it's Sunday, but, you know, it's not the end of the weekend. Some might be starting your weekend, which is nice. I mean, downside is you worked on the weekend, of course. But you can't have it all. Ah! Listen to that! That's nice. But now we need to move over. I reckon we're clear. Moving towards the A6. Then we should have a rest area where we will stop for the night, and then we will continue on tomorrow. Oh, we're doing a big loop here. Get the lane right. We don't want to go into Madrid. For love nor money, Madrid is not our destination. We can't even. I mean, listen to those cicadas. Oh. Like, I've been to the south of France where they had cicadas, and yeah, that brings back memories of stupid hot and the just unrelenting sound of cicadas everywhere. Well, can we actually stop at this petrol station up ahead? Let's quickly verify in here. Or will we have to continue? I mean, we can up there, can we here? No, so we're not even going to bother. We're going to crack on until we reach the petrol station up ahead where we can. We need some merge, do we? Wow, that's a junction. Certainly, isn't it? Oh, okay, you just pull that right in front of the set Toledo. Okay, yeah, I mean, I can pull right out in front of the Mondeo. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me. We're obviously driving by Spanish rules here, which is elbows out, blinders on, just go where you want to go. other road users, they'll figure it out around you. Don't worry about them, it's fine. We're only going to have a couple of big crashes. We're going to go here for an overtake. Putting up behind the Passat. Taking the DAF. Suck a fat one, loser. I got a Scania, I'm better than you. We're even going to go for an overtake here on the Passat. Outside lane. Are we going to be 3 wide coming down the A6? Oh no, just 2 wide. Oh, now they've sped up. You're not. That's illegal, mate. You're not allowed to speed up when you're being overtaken. Knob jockey. Which coincidentally is the best insult in the world. Oh, a road up there. This is genuinely really cool. This is so cool. They've done a banging job here. So let's just confirm. Oh, it's getting tight. Oh boy, it's going to be tight. We're going to be running close to the limit on our clock here, guys. We're going to go now for... No, we're not. I can see the sat nav. We definitely aren't going for any kind of overtakes here because the arrow's pointing in. Does it want me to move over again? Let's just move over here with the sat nav. That's fine. Yeah, we should come up to the rest area in a quick moment. Yeah, we're starting to get tired. That is technically correct because that was a Renault towing a Volvo trailer. The same thing, really. There it is. There it is. Putting into RS de Servicio. Open from 0 to 24, which is what you want. It's got to 20. It's a... Wow, that's just legit like 20 minutes off, innit? If I just want to park up and have a bit of a kit, where do I go? I'm just going to go all the way around you. Yeah, alright, over here we go. I'm going to put up next to Remaf. And become Remaf and the sand thing, trailer, my boy, whatever that is. It's like that thing that they do use for that important business. There, oh, it's over there, see? Haha! So cool. Turn it off. We shall have a... We shall not have an app because I haven't parked within the bloody trigger. Oh, pressed the wrong thing like an absolute idiot. Let's get rid of those. There it is. That was definitely the wrong button. But there we go, just have a bit of a nap. And we shall shut off. Shut off! Gosh, I'm Sean Connery. We shall shut off in a quick moment. Let's just quickly turn you on. Yeah, no air. Right, yeah, no air. There we go, back in to this. Can we just quickly just review a bit here to get this sorted out? Yeah, sorry to those sleeping next to me, but you know, brakes and all that. Just let it come off the revs before we shift it into gear, otherwise it's a bit... Ooh, don't want to jam it into gear on an auto box. Well, you've got engine not idle. But look at this, early morning, 6:15. Just, oh, look at that. That is pretty. Low-hanging fox and rising. Yeah, oh, look at that. Let's just look at that. I haven't actually. Oh, let's not put the flashes on. Let's not put them on there quite clearly. We've got a UFO over us. Look at that. My light mods might need a bit of a tweak by the author at some point. Just thinking out loud here. Maybe they haven't been fully upgraded yet to 1.40. We just need to bring it down here to the telepasso speed limit's 40. And we will aim right here. Gracias. You're going to move to the outside lane in Mustang. Yes, mate. Nice. Ooh. Guys, we're coming up to a really important part of this chug's life, because in 2 kilometers, 68. Nice. The 69. In it. 69. Nice. Anyway, we'll crack on towards Akaruna. Oh, I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, fuck off. Will you legit just fuck off? Look at that. Look at the mist hanging. Fuck me. I mean, this is pretty, innit? It's pretty nice. Pretty well done there. We'll keep the flashes off because obviously the amber lights are just absolutely messing it up like nobody's business. But yeah, even here you can see the radar guided cruise control, because that's what that's indicating, that you picked up I would imagine, picked up a lorry in front of you. And then the 2 white lines as a lane. Personally, I hate that with a vengeance on road cars. I just don't like a car telling me how to drive. I've got a license. I know what I'm doing. I am paying attention. I am an adult. Just let me drive, damn it. Anyway, we'll crack on here towards Karuna as we just enjoy the light. So pretty here at 7:15 in the morning. God, this is pretty, isn't it? I keep saying it, but it really is. It's perhaps not quite Flight Simulator levels, but it's not too far off. And for what is essentially a 9-year-old game, this isn't bad at all. And even then, this engine probably, the roots go back to the early 2000s, maybe even before that, with 18 Wheels of Steel. I think I remember playing 18 Wheels of Steel Haulin, I think was the first one I played, which, I mean, they weren't particularly good back then. But it certainly feels like the same, roughly the same kind of game engine as that. Back then they had no licensed trucks and they had about 2 interiors. But they did have a lot of different trailers. Oh dear! The Guardia Civil seems to have gotten a lorry driver for something naughty. Good thing they haven't been watching this stream. Christ alive, they would have had a field day. We're just going to put out here. Come on, say it! Giddy up! Yes, good stuff. You can just follow through. Take the fuel lorry. Nice and easy. Off we are. I mean, look at that. Look! That's nice. That is pretty as fuck, innit? Okay, I'm gonna right, okay, yep. That sign is of no relevance to us right now. I mean, it must be the same with American Truck Simulator. It must be just as gorgeous as this. And that was not lacking in the visuals department either. You got a bit of an old jam coming up ahead. We'll just take the camper, the caravan. Oh, la policía! Oh! You're not meant to pull out in front, so I have to slow down, dickheads. Blue light wankers. I like the premium. I think it's really nice. It's probably absolute shit in real life, but I like it in this. There's a couple of mods out for it. I've tried them, and it has the most annoying indicator sound I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, we shall be heading towards A Coruña. We shall be there 4 hours game time, which should be... How far do we think that is, actually? It would be about 10-20 minutes, I would suppose. And we are on the Autovia del Noroeste, which certainly, yes, we are. We all know that lovely road. The Autovista del Noroeste. Oh, so this is... Right, okay, so it's Autobahn. It's Autoroute, Autostrada, Autovia for Spain. Obviously, we can also pop into Portugal if we like. I mean, we're pretty much on the border with Portugal in Coruña, so perhaps we'll do that another time, not tonight, I think. But just look at the lighting in this. So pretty. Perhaps after this it might be worth going for a curtain sighter or fridge, just to see if some of the urban deliveries are more interesting, because I've heard some talk about the fact that they might actually be pretty tight and challenging, some of them now, which would be really nice, because you get a lot of open spaces, and this generally lanes are... I mean, let's look at this. If I move the truck over to the white line here on the inside, right, there's pretty much like... Okay, I mean, now we're in the middle, but right over here now, there's like a quarter of a truck still out there, and that's not the real thing on the roads, is it? So yeah, just narrowing it in a bit would be nice, just to give it a bit more of a challenging feel to it. I'll admit it'll have to result in another complete rework of... There's no... Guys, you're supposed to have a barriers in the middle like you have here. Alright? Yeah, alright. We'll just be America and just not have that, and just have people die like mad on the roads. I mean, look at that. This lighting update is really nice. Just compare this to the old base game Germany. I suppose, like, what would be left of the original map of that quality? It would be... It'd pretty much just be up here, wouldn't it? It would be Holland, Belgium. It would be over here in Austria. Obviously Britain, which probably needs an entire rework. But there's not enough to do a DLC over there, really, is there? Don't quite think so, to be fair. I suppose you could do a small-ish, cheap DLC. And completely rework the UK. I mean, I know they're not part of Europe anymore, but it's not the European Union truck simulator. You just need to add in lengthy border checks. And the fact that there's hardly any jobs going over there because nobody wants to go to the UK. I mean, look at that. Every time you go over one of these, stay in the lane, mate, stay in the lane. That's pretty, innit? And there's a little village over there. Bloody nice. It's just 9 AM. I just left here. 2 hours. So we're closing in. Absolutely lovely, this. 400 metres from that sign to the... or maybe it's the exit. I'm going to go on a limb and say it was exit number 400, just a coincidence that I spotted that. Oh. Let's just be ready here. Yep, Mr. Beam Boy pulling out. Are you going to giddy up then? Go on. Come on, bro. Go. Put the pedal to the metal. Foot to the floor, please. Come on. There we go. There we go. Also, that clearly shouldn't be strapped. That would weigh far more than you could ever strap, and like the concrete would just grind away at the straps and they would snap. Thank you. We're going to go for it here. It's a 3 Scania race. Taken one. I'm going to go for the second, and then I'll be the leading Scania. The slowest race I've undertaken on the channel ever, but it's on. Oh, we went into 10th. Oh, I think he's got us now, though. He might have a bigger engine. The 450 horsepower engine. Just not doing it right there. But here we are. We're now going to slipstream. And put him behind. Going to use the hold he's punched in the air. But no, I think he's pulling away from us. Also, we are literally doing 89 kilometers an hour, which is the limit on the truck. And I like the signs being like, lights, huh? Have you put the lights on the truck, huh? Oh dear. Oh dear, they've had a bit of a whoopsie. Ah. Yeah, see, that in there's a gutter. A rain gutter. Because I've been to south of Europe. I've been to France, not to Spain. But I can tell you that indeed, when it rains, it really rains. Like, it really makes up for the lack of rain when it does come. It's quite something to be down there. I remember one year we were down, actually quite near the border with the Pyrenees, and we were literally up in some mountains. Oh, we could just see black clouds on the horizon, which it turned out that we were driving into. And it was the worst weather I've experienced. Like, everybody, even the bloody French, who are fearless on the road, pulled over just because you couldn't see anything. It was raining so hard, I've never experienced anything like it. Oh no, I can't do that. Yeah, sorry. It was thundering like I hadn't experienced ever. Just the most insane, the biggest raindrops. It was like you were driving in water. Like the power was out in the area and everything after. It was just insane. And the locals were even going like, yeah, that's legit some of the worst weather we've ever had around here. Just So yeah, that's what I like. If you watch like the Tour de France and the like, you've been kind of going, oh yeah, why do they have such massive ditches and gutters next to like small mountain roads? It's because it's fucking raining as shit when it does rain. Oh, here we are side by side there with a scanner here. It's concrete versus wood. Who's going to win? Oh, I've got a line down here, but he's pulling away. He's pulling away. We're both sitting on cruise control, 89 kph on the A6. Not the best thing to do in real life, but this is a video game, so we should continue the race. What are they doing? We're holding steady here, but he's going to be blocked in. We are coming up behind another lorry who's got a bunch of bricks on the back. So it's literally construction materials racing right here, and Wood's got it. Wood takes the cake. As we're now going to jump over and take whatever. Well, we want to brake here a bit actually, otherwise we might tumble over. What is that? It's an Iveco. No surprise there that we are jumping it. Right there. That's not particularly helpful. That's not a helpful sign. I'm going towards A Coruña, but it's not really helpful when both direction goes there. Why at that point would you even put something there? I reckon going by the sat nav that we are indeed putting off, so let's get... This is a bit naughty. A cheeky me. Pulling it behind the dumper. But we made it. We made it stick. Probably need to keep a bit more of a distance here to Lorry McLorry face in front of us. It's not PRs, it's PAX. It's PAX. It's an accent piece, guys. We need to go here. We've got the outer pass, telepass. Mate, hold your fucking lane, you knobhead. Jesus wept. What was he playing at, eh? What was he fucking playing at? So we're going towards A Coruña. We're literally on the E1. I mean, the middle of the E1's also over there. But the E1 is down here. I never knew E1 would be in Spain. That's cool. That's neat. Oh, so we're going to go through another P-axe up here. Another peeing axe. That's nice. Bother accelerating anymore, then we need to get back down to... That's a big one. Like, that's a big boy péage. No mad lorries here, so we can just drive through the most confusing road markings, because what point are those? We should be getting very, very close now. Yeah, it's just 21 minutes, 21 kilometers, 20 minutes in game. As I press all the wrong buttons. And indeed it is just afternoon. So we've been making good time up to the north of Spain. Yeah, an ice cream when it's... I mean, it's fairly temperate, really, for this part of the world, I suppose. 28 degrees. I mean, we're near the Atlantic Ocean, anyway. Yeah, see, there's a fishing boat. See, there's a boat. Oh, look at that. Right, it's time to be determined. I don't know if they've accurately simulated it, but I'm going to pretend they have driving in Spain. So I'm going to drive like I imagine you need to do in Spain, and that is, shall we say, commanding driving, because I would imagine they don't really give an inch unless they have to. Certainly in France seems to be the case. Oh, bloody tunnel as well here, guys. This is on now. We can do 70. Why you? Just get out here in the outside lane. Just got to position yourselves correctly. This is nice. Hopefully they don't have a speeding camera here because I'm a bit over. Oh, we're going down to the harbour. Run into the port area. Yeah, Marina. So that would need a road sweeper. They've added in road sweepers. Is it actually working? I don't think they've got a sound in, but it's cool. That's the Guardia Civil. I think that is supposed to be. Or Guardia Urbana. Could be either one of them. They've got many polices down there. If you thought America was weird about having many polices, you haven't been to Spain. Or really anywhere in the south of Europe, because they've got many different police organisations. It's very confusing. Yeah, we're going to pop here, approaching down to our delivery point. I mean, look at that, all of those houses. It kind of does feel pretty real now, doesn't it? Like, this is pretty nice. Are we turning just before this junction? I mean, look at that! Just there, just for prettiness, just in case you go down and do a delivery here. Yeah, you're just going to stop there, mate. Made the move before you made your move, so you're just going to have to suck it up. I'm committed here. Where are we dropping it? It's a bit tight, but we can make it work. I'll just roll down the window so we can role play leaning out. See, this is pretty easy. Just pull in here. Just nip it out here. Just tuck it in. Right, and just use some mirrors over there just to see. I might have cocked this one. I mean, I'm not sure quite why we are reversing in these wooden beams the way we are, but yeah, I've done nothing saw on that, nothing saw anything right. Real cool, no dramas. See, this is better. I mean, it's not, it's pretty poor, but it's going to be there. There we are. This is fine, it's under control. Let's do a delivery. Excellent, yeah, that was excellent. No problems at all under that. No problems whatsoever. And let's just confirm here. Ignore Bilbao, that has... Ooh, we can sail from Plymouth down to Bilbao and Santander? Yeah, Santander. If you want to also... Guys, this isn't helpful. We've got Guichon next to Leon, and we've got Dijon next to Lyon. That's not nice. Could we be a bit more careful? But yeah, in these, nearly 2 hours we have driven from here, driven down along here, down to Bayonne, and then up and out here. 2 hours. That's the scale of what we're looking at here. Isn't that something else? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this look at Iberia for Euro Truck Simulator 2. Hope you all stay safe, be sensible, get the vaccine if it's offered to you, of course, social distancing, masks and all of that, of course. But for now, goodbye everyone, hope you've enjoyed this. Also don't know if I need to wait until it sort of looks like we've finished on the stream, so we kind of just pretending this is all not happening.